Welcome to our podcast. Did I just offend somebody? Fuck off. Did she just say that?
Yes, she did.
Welcome to the podcast. My special guest today is Elizabeth. And just in case she's not able to perform and has performance anxiety, we're bringing on Cameron too. So we're acting like Elizabeth is a social outcast, but she's truly not.
She can't handle it.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to talk to people, I guess.
Super quiet.
I've never talked to anybody in my life.
But once she gets going, oh my gosh, she's crazy.
She doesn't shut up. No,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
kind of like
kidding.
that.
I'm just kidding.
My husband calls
guess.
us like the three hens at home because we start cackling
We
and
do.
talking and
Squawking.
and
we won't
yeah.
shut up.
Kind of annoying.
it is really annoying.
It's
And I don't
From an
realize
outside
it
point of view.
until I step away and the two of them are at like the table or something, and I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, God.
You shut the fuck up.
Every one of you.
Here's
So-
a can of shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So we have Elizabeth here today to talk a little bit about herself and tell us who she is and what she does. She's been my employee for 2 years now. She's got 2 stars for that.
Wow.
Yeah. They're
Professional.
fancy gold stars, real gold. Yeah.
Real
you don't want to
gold.
lose those. She's got good experience with us, and she was a great hire. She came in, this was her first real job.
Mhm.
And it was so nice when she came on board. She's quiet, but she's very responsible and one of the best employees I've ever had. And she is just she just knocks it out of the park. I think the first time I met your mom, I was telling her how impressed I was with her work ethic. She's so responsible, and she always takes on extra. She's gonna start crying because she's so emotional.
Because Elizabeth totally cried.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Some
I have to give her a hug and make her feel uncomfortable. But she takes on a lot of extra responsibility here. And I was telling her mom how impressed I was with her. And her mom said, I knew if somebody would just give her a chance that she could really shine. And it's true. And it's nice for me to be able to see, family members or parents or things like that and be able to tell them, what a great job their kids are doing. And I enjoy that. And having a great work ethic as a young person is not always what you find every day. As I look at Cam, just kidding, just teasing.
That hurts.
These two are great. They work well together and they feed off of each other in many ways.
Maybe a little too much sometimes.
And Elizabeth is the reason that I'm actually here. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Elizabeth came on board, and we talked about this in one of our interviews with Cam. Elizabeth was on board with us, and then she actually was an FFA member. And so we learned a lot about FFA through her. And I said, do you have any other people over there that might work out for us? And we were doing like a hiring for seasonal employees, and she recommended Cam, and Cam came on board. And that was just a really very good fit for us too. So it's been a win-win. And I paid Elizabeth to bring Cam on board, but Elizabeth kept all
I didn't
the
get a
money.
penny.
Yeah, so it's okay though.
I'm a broke college kid.
You weren't a broke college kid then, girl. Bye.
It's
Farewell.
Transferred over.
So but they're
We share like the same $10
do.
all the time anyways.
back
That's
and forth.
fine.
Yeah. So it's been great having them both on board. And I'm going to have Elizabeth tell you a little bit about herself and tell you about her background and how she ended up here. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
So I was junior in high school.
I think you may have been a sophomore.
Sophomore in high school, and I was really just dog sitting a lot, and that kind of dies down when school's back in session because nobody's going on vacation. So I was looking for something reliable that would stay throughout the year, and I saw an ad on Facebook and applied, and actually got back, and I was very happy because nobody else got back with me.
We actually follow up with people that we're interested in.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I was so nervous, and I didn't think I did well, and then I ended up getting the job.
Yeah, you
and
came in, you were so quiet.
I just thought, I was like, oh, I just bombed that for sure.
That's
But I've
okay,
been here
girl.
for 2 years, so I guess it worked.
Yeah.
But no, I am now a freshman in college. majoring in animal science. I don't want to be a vet. That is terrifying to me. I would really like to work in a zoo with the animals, like training, but I don't want to do the slithery, not soft, fluffy ones.
Not soft. I like that explanation.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
Are they going to make you learn the slithery ones too, though?
Probably, but I don't
Yeah.
know if I'll touch any of them.
Yeah.
Just look from afar.
Yeah. Maybe just get a passing
Mhm,
grade, not
yeah.
like excelling or
Mhm.
anything. I could totally
Skimming
get
by
that.
a little bit.
Yeah, I could totally.
Me
So
too.
you just recently left for college,
Mhm.
and you're now here back with us for this special podcast.
Yeah.
Because you have some
Just for
time
the
off.
podcast,
Just
that's
for the
it.
podcast, yeah. So you have some time off, so that's good. How's college been going so far?
It's going.
Yeah,
It's
it
going.
is. Yeah.
I'm at UT Martin, so 3 hours away.
Mhm.
It's not too bad, but it's definitely adjustment moving away from all my family and my friends and work and everything, but it's good.
She's gonna start crying again.
Classes
emotional.
are good. You have a few struggle classes, but I feel like that's
Everybody's
normal,
got that.
so.
Had that shooting scare recently
Oh yes, that was
Oh.
a fun
on
time.
campus. Yeah.
Yeah, last week there was an active shooter. Found
Mhm.
out through a Snapchat group chat.
You live and you learn.
They sent out a text, but we haven't really heard anything more. I think nobody got hurt. I didn't hear the gunshots. I know there were 7 of them. I think it was just between 2 people, and it was a dispute, but they haven't.
Yeah.
Nothing
And so
else.
when that happened, she was actually FaceTiming
with
with
me.
Cam, and I was there, and so was my husband, and we're very much pro gun, pro protect yourself, and we're like,
We got her
take it-
down on the
Yeah, we're
floor.
taking it seriously. We're like down on the floor, lights off.
Get your helmet
quiet.
on.
Yeah,
Put that
exactly.
book over your chest, girl.
Hide, pretend like nothing, that you're not even existing.
Don't breathe. Turn the lights off. And
But I
she's
know-
over here freaking spinning around in a rolly chair.
I was
No,
Girl,
she was
bye.
very good. She went and she was like climbing under the desk.
Took
or
her so
something,
long
or
to get down
went in
there.
the back.
I
No,
didn't feel any
she
threat
didn't.
because my neighbors have music blaring. So if anything were to happen, they're going to get them first,
They're gonna
not
die
me,
first.
because nobody's home in my.
Yeah, exactly. And then like the video.
Nobody's
you were-
home
That's
in
the
my
whole
head.
thing. That's why you pretend like nobody's there, because these stupid people are out there
Mhm.
making all this racket.
They
And if
are.
there really is an active shooter,
They're drawing the
Have at
attention.
it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna save myself.
I am.
Exactly.
Extra added
Hide in my
layer of
closet or
protection.
something.
Yeah. And so then even when she came home this week, even Marty gave her a hug. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm glad you're safe and
It was
everything worked
sweet.
out okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Marty
It's like
actually.
the first thing he said.
Yep, he
Yeah.
did. He actually cared
Me just
about
over
these
here like,
girls.
hey, do you want to go hang out?
Yeah.
You want to go get dinner?
And so Marty calls them the Wonder Twins. They obviously look nothing alike.
Mm-mm.
I'm better at telling them apart than
The real
Olivia.
twin.
Yeah. Than Olivia and Lindsay, the real twins. These two I can tell apart. But they're the Wonder Twins, he says, because they're constantly together. They do a lot of the same things,
Mhm.
and you rarely see them apart. So
Yeah.
it's almost like identical twins.
Yeah, pretty much.
People have asked if we're sisters
Yeah,
before.
like
Like,
in
in
the
the store, and I feel like outside of the store too.
Yeah.
But a lot
I've
of
never
people
asked.
well,
Well,
yeah. Duh. But like customers have been like, are you guys related?
Yeah. Like, no.
We have like posters up in the hallway that's like, what
Who
would you
we
call
are,
those? Like
yeah,
get to know
yeah.
you.
like a little portfolio or whatever.
Yeah.
And people
It's our
are like,
wall of fame.
I think that they're like related.
No,
Yeah.
And I'm like, no,
she's
No.
from Indiana.
we don't even have the like,
I'm from.
we don't
here.
even look the same.
She's a Yankee.
Yeah, she's a
I am
Yankee.
not.
So am I, but I don't want to claim it anymore because it's offensive.
Oh, so it like magically it works for you.
I've been here longer.
Yeah,
I
she
can
has.
pretend.
I've been
it
here
doesn't-
almost my whole life, over
But you
half
still
of my
have-
life.
This still shows sometimes.
Oh yeah.
It still shines through the cracks.
I
I
try
feel
to
like I
hide it.
can get pretty southern.
You can, and we're gonna bring your Southern out in a little while.
We'll give a little
too.
bit of a
Yeah.
sneak peek.
So tell me a little bit about your job and what you do here. I think you did a great job on your background and that sort of thing. So.
I'm a sales associate.
She
I do
is.
everything anybody else does. I just do social media sometimes.
Mhm.
I do videos, a lot of the reels when I am here.
Yeah, a lot of
Um,
our events. You do a lot of
that too.
greeting our guests that are
Mhm.
here, and especially the dog ones. You
Yes,
like
I
the
love
dog
the dogs.
ones.
The dogs are the best.
Pup crafts.
Yep. Mhm. Yeah, you do
Gotta
like
do the
Love
art.
a good pup craft.
Yeah, you do very well with the
Mhm.
pup craft. You've got your like method set
Yep.
up, and you just
It's a
kind of
system now.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very much a system.
She's a lot more organized than I've ever been.
Yeah. And you're very and in the past, not this year. You've been a very big help on the float.
Yes, the Christmas float is
This time you just
pride
give
and
us,
joy.
yes, you give us
emotional support.
You do emotional support,
Occasionally.
good words that are like very positive, that sort of thing. Yeah. So you have been a big part of the float situation, though. You helped with the original design last year, and then this year too, part of the design.
Yes.
We're going over tonight.
Dragging her out today.
Do some more today. Yeah. By yourself. We just decided we're done.
Yeah,
and you're doing it
I gotta
all.
do the rest by myself in the 2 days that I'm here. So.
Yeah, we're gonna sit there and just observe. What do we call it? Supervise? We'll do a supervise. She'll be okay.
I gotta bring a better chair because my rolling snap-on tool guy, he's gone. Yeah.
No.
Ken just lent it off to someone.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
he gave it away.
That's just someone. That's not good enough. I don't even. That's not valid enough.
All I have is the kid's school chair.
No,
that's all I have.
Some stupid little like 1 foot tall little plastic chair.
I love Ken, but
that's a lot.
That's
beyond what he should have been doing.
I sat on the ground.
Yeah. I climbed in this float and sat on the new bench that's in
Yeah, we have
there.
a bench in the float this year.
It's looking sweet.
Yeah.
It's looking sweet. Yeah.
It's almost done.
Yeah, it is. We're coming up.
Y'all want to just keep doing it and not wait for me to help.
Girl, because it's like 2 weeks away from us.
We got to be ready. We just can't just let this thing go forever.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it.
It's going to pass us right by.
It's amazing.
Is it more to it than the last one?
No, actually, I
but
think it's less.
There's less people.
Yeah, but it's us.
I'm just kidding. It's fine. You're okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So that's why we're sending you by yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you'll spend the whole day with
you. Got to know what it feels like.
Well, Ken has to. No, we all have to go because Ken has to remember what it was like when we were all there.
This is true. He has to be tortured in that way. He likes it.
He enjoys it.
He does.
Don't let him lie.
He does enjoy it.
I think he misses our company when we're not there.
Yeah.
I think he does. I think he thinks that we're fun, even if we are annoying. I mean, and he can always wear earplugs too.
Oh,
yeah.
You know.
And also he's been like extremely busy with his little
with his actual life.
Sacred secret.
He really has been doing a lot of work
box
this year. Like he said, he's been busier this year in what he does, all of his metalworking, etc., than last year. And like even when we've been here the few times, he's in there doing some job.
Yeah,
he's like
working for his actual job,
slightly like playing on the machines and slightly rubbing off some metal.
Why are you
just doing it like this? Well, that's what he was doing.
I
told Marty yesterday we were going over, and if he wanted to come, he's like, "I have to look at my schedule." But
he doesn't want to hear us. He doesn't want to hang out.
Thinking about it.
Yeah,
because I think he
really
misses his boyfriend.
He misses Ken.
His boyfriend.
He misses Ken
because he's only been over there one time when we went over there.
Yeah,
and it was to talk about some gun thing. I don't even think we were there for that long either.
He was going to come the other day. He was going to bring us dinner, but then I don't remember what happened.
We already ate a Chick-fil-A beforehand.
Yeah. And he's like, forget it.
And then we decided to go to Kohl's and then TJ Maxx and then Marshall's.
Yeah, good thing he didn't come. But yeah, he likes Ken too. Ken's a good guy. And actually, Ken does the most work on the float, if we were honest.
Honestly, yeah.
Ken is the backbone of this
project. We put time in because we have to like paint and maybe cut some stuff off with like a scroll saw. But Ken is out there like meticulously.
And like more than
all of our shit's mediocre. And he's out here like
saving it. Yeah.
Literally.
Highlighter drawing that we're like, this'll do.
It's so bad.
Do this.
Here's the scale drawing.
Yeah.
1/16 scale.
Like,
pulls
we
this
don't
little
run
metal ruler out of his pocket.
Yeah, we don't run that way. We just wing it.
Yeah, and then he really pulls it all together.
The last time we went over there Sunday, and it was like we were trying to like make the front of the thing curve or whatever, the sleigh, and I didn't know if we were.
Giving it away?
You can bleep it out, I guess.
It won't air till after.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's fine. Anyway, but we're like making the front of a curve, and I was just gonna like chop up some wood, call it good, say that that's okay, and that works for me because like
that's how we roll.
I'm not that dedicated into this.
We don't measure 5 times.
Exactly, and there's so much extra wood because we're using the same wood from last year, so like it really doesn't matter.
But it does.
And he's got like board 1, board 2, board 3, and then a sheet. Yeah. And you gotta mark all of these 1, gotta mark all of these 2, gotta mark all these 3.
Float,
this is front, back.
Passenger,
no, I'm just talking
driver.
about just specifically those shim things that he had me build.
There's a lot.
Drill them out on one machine to put a little dot in it, and then you gotta go back with the hand drill through one
Yeah.
And then you got to go back over to another machine and like bore a hole through it.
Yeah.
Then you got to screw it all together.
It's serious.
But hey, at least we know it's not going to fall apart.
No, it is not.
It's gonna last like 10 plus years if
It
we really
is.
wanted it. We could take that mug down the highway
Yeah,
and
you
it's
could.
gonna be fine.
It's nice. It's good. So it's come together really
Mhm.
well, and we're going to do a lot of the finish work on it today.
Yeah.
And then we have to finally put it all together the day of that morning. And I think we're going to force everyone to come up and show up at like 7 a.m. when
Yep.
we get to that parking lot.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think just make them sit there with us too, because we were there all day.
We were.
And this time we're bringing a bunch of sandwiches in a cooler.
Yeah, we are. We're
Yeah.
packing for the day.
Yes, absolutely.
no-
That was a
reason.
long day. It was like 4 a.m. all the way to like all the way to dark.
Yeah, because you have
It
to be
was
there
late.
early to get in line.
You want a
get
good
to the front.
spot.
It was like 7 p.m. when we finally got done.
Yeah.
Because we were stupid and decided to go and take the thing apart afterwards.
Yeah,
too.
we're not doing that either.
Yeah.
In the dark, we're trying to take apart the entire
Laying in
float.
mud. Oh, it's
Yeah.
raining.
We're not doing that again.
Sorry.
Squirrel.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, look, Trent moved. What's he doing back there?
He's like,
so-
gosh, it's too early.
Yeah, so that's our float situation. So we're getting that
Mm-hmm.
ready, and it's gonna be amazing.
And if we don't win first place, we're rioting
yes, because
we
really-
have followed the rules, and some people
yes,
we don't
Like
want
last
to name
year.
names.
We're not
but
gonna
we
name
could.
drop, but here we are.
Didn't follow the rules and they won.
Mhm.
Just look up who won first place last year, and that'll say everything.
cheaters.
Cheated. They are.
Yeah.
They did.
Mhm.
It is proven evidence.
Rules and regulations were not
Did not
followed.
apply to
I mean,
me.
it was really nice.
I mean, it was a beautiful float.
You know,
and
they
it was
definitely paid
amazing.
people off.
It was, but
I don't care though.
I think you have to abide by the rules, or
And they
you're
did.
out.
It was way
Also,
too long.
the blood, sweat, tears,
Literally.
the fights that came out of
Yeah.
our float.
We almost weren't friends.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
She said.
I'm just tapping. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
My
yeah,
bad.
it's okay.
But like the amount of like effort we put into it says everything
Mhm.
in the fact that like we should have won.
We also
for
spent
that.
a hot minute on that float every
We did.
Sunday for like
We really worked hard
3
on that.
months.
3 months.
It really wasn't that long, but it seems like it.
I think
was
felt
definitely
that
3
long, but
months.
We were there like every day. It felt like.
We were there a lot, yeah. And now it's just trying to fit it into our
Yeah.
schedules and things like that. So
It's not working
And
out
then I
very
get-
well.
Persecuted for not coming.
of course, that's how we
Yeah.
roll. That is also how
I think
we
that's
roll.
fair.
Mhm. So tell us a little bit about like your favorite things here at work. Like what kind of things do you like to do here? Your favorite products, maybe say some swear words or something like that to really offend people.
Hopefully your mom doesn't listen to this.
The dogs are my favorite.
that's a
Bring
good
your
point.
dogs. If
Yeah.
you have a dog, just bring it.
Yeah, that's
Always.
true. Treatos, you're very good at handing out the Treatos.
Yes. Taking pictures of your dog.
Yep.
Photo shoots with your dog.
Yeah,
Dog.
any dog thing.
Any dog thing, really.
Do you have a
um,
favorite product right now?
Uh,
It's hard to choose because we have so many
have a lot,
products.
and I haven't been here.
Yeah, that's
You've been
true.
gone for a while. It's kind
um,
of sad.
I really like the socks.
Those are our best sellers. Yeah,
I
those
do like the socks.
Yeah, and there are lots of sassy things that
Mhm.
sell really well. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. And then like one of our good stories we're going to talk about. I didn't get to see this, but I got to hear the story, which was really good. There was a wild turkey that was.
Oh
out
my
in the road,
gosh,
and
yeah.
not the kind you drink, like an actual animal kind. So there was a wild turkey outside of the shop, and
Yes.
Elizabeth was here for that. So tell us a little bit about that wild turkey story.
Well, I was closing, and Cam was.
I
coming
was.
up for something. I think we
We
going
were gonna go to
somewhere.
the gym together
Okay.
afterwards,
And
I just happened
The
to roll
gym.
through.
and I was taking the trash out, and I see this turkey, like everybody's stopping, and it's coming up the front, like coming towards the store, and I'm like,
You had
no
to get a
way,
gift.
no, that's not a turkey. That's not a wild. That's not how we
in
are not.
downtown
We
Murfreesboro.
are not in a turkey like area, right?
Not
And
a
so
turkey zone.
I'm like taking the trash out, and Cam is like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so we go out to the corner of the stop sign, and it's just hobbling down the road in the middle of the road. And
Don't
the
forget about the
The
neighbor.
neighbor comes out barefooted.
But
Unnecessary detail, but he comes out barefooted.
Was it Jungle Jim?
no. Girl, bye. He can't walk.
You know he couldn't get up there that quick.
His tricycle pedaling down the road after a turkey. I'd like to see it.
He probably has.
It's probably his pet.
It could be.
Probably is.
He
But
said,
anyway, so like
dinner.
there's cars like stopping for this turkey to cross the road, and I was like, I'm gonna go try to catch it.
Girl goes running.
So,
Poor turkey. We want to save the turkey.
it came back towards the store. It's like down here, and it came back, and then it was going like towards downtown, and I was like, I'm gonna go try to. So I go after it, and it like runs after me, and, like away from me, and so I was like, okay, maybe not that's a good idea. I don't want to get pegged to death. Like
I was like, what are you doing?
And also the barefoot guy wanted to come out and shoot it with his bow.
oh yeah,
Yeah, he's like, can I bring my like crossbow
No,
out? Or not
we were in
crossbow,
the
whatever it
town.
was.
No, gonna get
I was
arrested.
like,
Let's not do that.
no, you need to go take your barefoot self back inside.
You need to go get some
We are not
shoes.
doing this.
Yeah. But it like ran away. It ran into like somebody's backyard. So I was like, okay, maybe it's going back home. I don't know where it would have come from though, because like,
Telling you it was a
it was-
pet or something.
it probably was.
Somebody was
Such a
raising their
revenge.
turkey dinner.
Maybe they're like turkey fighting. Like, chicken fighting. Maybe they're turkey fighting.
No way, you just
It
said
has to
that.
happen, right?
I don't think so.
Who has a turkey? Who has?
If anybody knows about turkey fighting or anything like that, can you let us know and reach out? I don't want to have you on the show because I think that's a really cruel thing,
Yeah.
but I do want to know if this exists.
I just want to know more.
and then
about
I'll
it.
like protest against it or something because I think
We'll
that's
have a sign on the
wrong.
doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I do want to know.
But it would have been funny if it was like on a harness and somebody.
That would have been good.
As if
Or if it was carrying a purse.
as
like,
if
to
a
come
turkey
shopping.
not running down the middle of like Main Street Murfreesboro is not funny enough.
It was funny.
But
yeah.
I felt like we were the only ones that were like shocked. I mean, other people were like,
No,
"What is
because there was that girl
Oh,
that
yeah.
stopped and she was like, "Oh my god, it's a turkey!" And she was like leaned out the car, half her body. She's like, "You think I could touch it?" And I was like,
No,
"No,
No.
Do you think I can touch it?
yeah."
Oh my gosh.
no,
Those are the kind of neighbors we have here. But
It was
Doesn't
close
mean
to
it's easy
Thanksgiving.
things.
I feel like,
no.
yeah.
No,
In
it
my head,
wasn't.
it was.
It
You
was
wanted it
not.
to
In
be.
my brain, it
You wanted
is.
it
They
to
were
be.
definitely raising that thing for a turkey dinner.
yeah, they could have, and then he got
No.
out. Good for him for escaping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he might have gone back. Like he went back from where he came from.
I never saw a posting like missing turkey or anything like that.
He said, "I know where home is."
He said, "The real world is not for me."
Turkey nap or something.
Turkey nap.
Turkey napping. Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy.
And then so that was a good story. I really
Mhm.
like that. And then I also want to tell you, I want you to tell about the two of you, your experiences, because this is an old house built in the 1860s,
Oh
and
gosh.
it has tons of character, which
Yes.
by character I mean slanted floors.
Nothing's level.
Yeah, nothing's level.
No matter how
Million
much
holes in the wall.
windows don't open. I mean, but it's
Some
character.
walls are like made of rubber, and you.
Oh
can't-
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. it's
You try to
weird.
like pound or bodies or something. You try to pound
Well, you just. Okay.
I don't believe that.
stuff in the wall and,
And it
just
just doesn't go, it, like, bounces back
yeah,
on you.
It rebounds, yeah. Some weird stuff.
Rebound.
Or
And
like
then-
the house settling is just kind of like.
Yeah, and it looks like we have an attic and we don't. Or it looks like we have an upstairs, but we have an attic.
Yeah.
And then we don't have a basement, but we have a crawl space. And
Mhm.
remember, it was built in 1860, so this is not a concrete crawl
Mm-mm.
space or even a dry lined crawl space. It's really kind of interesting.
Let alone for people our size.
Yeah,
It's
to
like-
get down there. And for whatever reason, these two thought they wanted to explore the
Well,
house.
no,
I thought it was
started
bigger.
because
Oh,
there was
okay.
problems under the house
Yes,
with
there
the
were.
air conditioning.
Yes.
I mean, you went down there, and I was like, we have to explore.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause I was
it's really
genuinely
gross.
Because I want
curious.
to know. Like, I want to just search, see how far it goes back.
That's
And
so
by-
entertaining.
By
Yeah.
crawl space, we just truly mean dirt hole.
Yeah, it's kind of like a basement that hasn't been.
It's literally like a tunnel
Yeah.
and then two like
Mm-hmm.
kind of like lumpy sides on it.
Yes, yeah.
It's kind of like somebody just dug it out to put the air, like the.
And there's things
Like,
down
stuff
there.
down
Like
there,
apparently
yeah.
people have used that for like garbage disposal.
Mhm. Well, we found that
Fresh wet
table.
We found a
paint.
brand new table down
like a brand
there.
new table, and then
But it was like 10 years old. But
It
it was
was,
still
but
in
it
the
wasn't even
box.
addressed to this.
Yeah.
It wasn't addressed to this place.
It
but
was
had
it
a
was from
mattress on
like
it.
2006.
Do you think they like just slid it down the
Yeah,
stairs?
I think so,
Probably.
'cause I don't know how we
Kicked it
struggled
over?
to
It
do
had
that.
no legs or anything. It was
Mm.
literally just like the top of a desk.
Ken built his legs. Though.
It's actually right over here in
Yeah.
this corner.
and Ken built legs for it.
Can
Yeah.
build legs, but
Mhm.
we went down there one day and there was. I like to blame the noises, like when I'm by myself, the random noises that you hear on the homeless person that lives down in the basement.
He's an artist. He's not
He's
just
in-
homeless.
Well, maybe.
The world
But
is his
there was, like,
gallery.
an open can of like black paint down there,
Mhm.
and it was like it wasn't dried up, like it had been sitting down there for
Yeah.
eons. It was literally like
fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh.
He
But
comes
for
and
people
goes
that are
as he
scared, we
pleases.
tell them that it was old and crackly.
Because we really don't
Yeah.
believe that, but some people are chickens. But yeah, there was like some art. Wasn't there like some painting on something too?
I think on the like sidewall where the like cement blocks
Somebody
are
had
or
started
whatever.
and then
Yeah.
didn't finish.
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
They were
Lots-
getting it going.
Yeah, lots of paint cans down there, but then definitely the open ones.
Yeah, but like most of them were empty, but that one was
Oh,
like,
and then sorry.
go for it.
Please.
We found that axe handle thing.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true, too, yeah.
Yeah, like it didn't have, like it looked like an axe handle, but it didn't have an axe on it, like a
It's
axe.
wielding
The blade.
homeless
Mhm.
man that paints
Yeah.
under the house.
And then we have the attic.
The attic is.
that looks
I feel like the
okay.
attic for me is scarier than the basement. Or
Really?
Yes, because it's not stable up there, and there's
And
a
there's
random,
less light.
There's a random chandelier up there, couple, like who has chandeliers in this attic. It's hard to get up there. You have to like it's like a 90-degree turn. to
And
get
the
up there.
staircase is like
This
half as wide
And you
as
have
me,
to
so I'm
step
like
over
shimmying.
the open area.
Yeah.
to
Oh, yeah,
go
there's a
into the
hole.
crawl
Like if
space.
you miss a
Jump
step,
over the hole.
you're falling into
Oh yeah, you're dead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Into the basement.
Yeah,
I'm dead. You know, it's
You're
so
gonna
You're
dramatic.
breaking a leg or an
Or
arm.
a neck or something.
You might die from breaking your legs and not being able to get back out of the basement
Yeah,
and nobody
it's
coming to
true.
get you.
Yeah.
But you don't go up there by yourself.
No.
But I feel like somebody could live up there.
We could
Also,
convert
let's talk
it,
about
yeah,
the
we-
fact that the door locks from the outside. The like padlock we have on it. Which I mean, I get it because like
Mhm.
But you don't want anything coming up from down there or the attic.
I'm not really that worried about it. I don't.
I'm not worried about it either, but
We could
Some
have
people
we could
are.
have security and they could shut up shop up there.
that's true. They could totally watch everything.
I think I should just rent it out.
Mhm.
A fresh coat of paint would really
If
do a
you-
lot.
Airbnb it out.
Yeah, just a fresh coat of paint.
Yeah,
Well, I know there's so much more we could talk about, but we've been talking for quite some time.
too
So
much. Too much.
we're going to go
talking.
ahead and give our listeners a break and say goodbye for this podcast. But I enjoyed having you on. You did
Me.
really well. I'm so
Thank you.
impressed. And
You actually speak. That's crazy.
yes, even though we squished ourselves into this little table here, and I think you actually would have done okay on your own.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think you really would have. It was a really good show. I
Yeah.
enjoyed learning more about you and about the shop itself. And we'll have to have you back on soon. So thank you so
you.
much. Yeah, thank you too.
Thanks.
Did I just offend somebody? Most likely. But that's who I am, and I'm okay with that. If you're not giving us a 5-star review, then fuck off. Did she just say that?
Yes, she did.